There comes a time in life when you can no longer negotiate with excuses. A time when you must stop waiting for inspiration and start moving with intention. Every dream, every goal, every destiny requires one thing: discipline. The people who change their world aren't the ones who wait for perfect conditions, they're the ones who grind when nothing seems to be working, when no one is watching, when the results are nowhere in sight. You see, purpose does not manifest through comfort. Greatness is not birthed in convenience. It's forged in the fires of consistency, when you decide to rise every morning and push beyond what your emotions allow. The grind is not glamorous. It's silent, repetitive, and often misunderstood. But it is in those unseen hours that character is built and destiny is shaped. Stop waiting for perfect conditions, move with intention and discipline. Because the truth is, there will never be a moment when everything aligns perfectly. Life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. The opportunities you dream about are hidden inside the moments you overlook while waiting for the right time. People waste years hoping for the ideal situation, but those who rise above mediocrity understand that perfection is a myth. You will never have the perfect finances, the perfect plan, or the perfect support system. What you have is now, and if you don't act on it, you'll watch someone else live out the vision that was meant for you. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is not luck, it's movement. The disciplined person acts while others hesitate. They understand that faith without action is empty, that desire without work is dead. The secret to progress lies in movement. Intention gives your effort direction, and discipline gives it power. Without those two, talent means nothing. You can have a dream burning in your heart, but without discipline, it will remain only a dream. Discipline is the bridge between your imagination and your manifestation. It demands that you wake up early when no one's watching, that you work when the excitement fades, that you continue when motivation disappears. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel, it asks what you're willing to do regardless of how you feel. You may not always feel inspired, but if you remain intentional, every step becomes a seed that will eventually produce a harvest. Moving with intention means knowing why you're doing what you're doing. It's easy to confuse busyness with progress. Many people are active but not effective because they move without clarity. Intention separates movement from meaning. It reminds you that every small act contributes to a greater purpose. When you know your why, you can endure any how. Life will test you, delay you, and discourage you, but if your actions are rooted in purpose, nothing can stop you from evolving. Intentional people don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't waste time comparing themselves to others, they stay focused on their assignment. You must understand that discipline is the highest form of self-respect. It means you've made a decision to value your goals more than your temporary emotions. Every time you choose consistency over comfort, you're proving to yourself that you are in control of your destiny. Growth demands sacrifice. It demands showing up when the results are invisible, trusting that your effort is building something you can't yet see. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to your purpose. You can't wait for clarity to begin. Clarity comes when you begin. You can't wait for courage to move. Courage grows as you move. The time for waiting is over. The moment for discipline is now. The ones who win are not the ones who waited, they are the ones who decided to get up, take action, and grind with intention no matter the circumstances. Greatness is forged in discomfort, not convenience. Every person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has walked through seasons of struggle, pain, and uncertainty. It's easy to celebrate their success, but few are willing to embrace the process that built it. Comfort is a silent killer of potential because it convinces you that ease is the goal. But true growth happens in the moments when life stretches you beyond what you think you can handle. Discomfort reveals what you're made of. It exposes your weaknesses, tests your patience, and demands your endurance. You can't reach the top while clinging to safety. You can't grow stronger without resistance. The process of becoming great will always be uncomfortable because it forces you to evolve into the version of yourself that your destiny requires. Convenience makes you lazy, but pressure makes you powerful. When life challenges you, it's not punishing you, it's preparing you. Every obstacle you face is an invitation to rise higher. The uncomfortable moments are your training ground. They teach you discipline, humility, and perseverance. You learn to push through fear, to act even when you don't feel ready, to trust the process when you can't see the outcome. The grind isn't about comfort, it's about commitment. It's about doing what needs to be done even when it doesn't feel good. The greatest lessons come from the hardest seasons because pain sharpens perspective. It teaches you what really matters and builds the strength that convenience could never give you. When everything feels difficult, remind yourself that pressure is the birthplace of progress. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Muscles grow through resistance. Purpose is revealed through trials. You cannot pray for greatness and reject the struggle that creates it. The fire that feels like it's destroying you is often the same fire refining you. Every tear, every setback, every sleepless night is molding you into someone who can handle the weight of success. Without the process, you would crumble under what you're asking for. That's why the journey matters more than the destination. It prepares you to sustain the blessing once it arrives. Discomfort also separates the dreamers from the doers. Everyone wants success, but few are willing to endure the pain that success demands. The grind requires sacrifice, late nights, early mornings, missed comfort, and relentless focus. It's a lonely road because not everyone will understand your commitment. But that's where greatness is born. In silence, in sacrifice, in moments where giving up would be easier but you choose to keep going. Every time you endure discomfort, you're building emotional, mental, and spiritual muscles. You're proving to yourself that you can handle more than you thought possible. Stop avoiding the struggle. Stop searching for the easy path. The easy path leads to mediocrity. The hard path builds mastery. The uncomfortable moments are not your enemy, they are your greatest teachers. Embrace them. Lean into them. Let them shape you, stretch you, and strengthen you until your character becomes unbreakable and your purpose unstoppable. Be faithful with the little before expecting more because every great destiny begins with small assignments. Too often, people pray for promotion while neglecting the preparation that comes before it. They want the stage but not the stewardship, the reward but not the responsibility. Life will always test your ability to handle the small things before it ever trusts you with something greater. How you manage what's in your hands today determines what will be placed in your hands tomorrow. Faithfulness in the unseen seasons is the foundation of lasting success. When you can serve with excellence in private, you prove that you are ready for influence in public. The problem is not that opportunities are missing, it's that preparation is ignored. The universe never promotes the unprepared. You can't skip the process and expect the promise. Being faithful with the little means showing up fully, even when it feels insignificant. It means giving your best when no one is clapping for you, when no one is acknowledging your effort, when you feel invisible. That's the true test of character. Everyone wants to shine under the lights, but the lights reveal who you've been in the dark. If you can be trusted in small moments, you can be trusted with great impact. Consistency in small things builds the habits that sustain big things. The discipline you develop while managing little is the same discipline that will protect you when abundance comes. It's not about the size of your platform, it's about the strength of your principles. Many people want success to come quickly, but real success is a process of stewardship. The little tasks, the daily routines, the quiet work behind the scenes, those are not delays, they are divine training. Every small responsibility is shaping your mindset, your patience, and your integrity. How you treat the small opportunities determines how life will trust you with larger ones. If you cut corners now, you'll crumble under greater weight later. But if you master faithfulness now, you'll handle greatness with grace when it comes. Promotion is not about timing, it's about trust. Life promotes those who prove they can handle the pressure of growth without losing purpose. You have to stop despising small beginnings. Every giant tree starts as a seed. Every empire begins with one step. What looks small today might be the foundation for something incredible tomorrow. If you keep showing up, if you keep working with excellence, the little you have will multiply. Patience and persistence are the currency of growth. When you give your best where you are, you attract the attention of the future that's waiting for you. Being faithful with the little is not just about work, it's about mindset. It's about gratitude, diligence, and vision. You can't build something great if you treat small moments carelessly. Every small act of consistency is an investment in your destiny. Every little effort counts because what you do with the little determines whether you're ready for the much. Consistency and self-belief are more powerful than external validation because true progress begins when you stop waiting for applause and start trusting your own conviction. The world is filled with people who had talent but never had the endurance to keep going when no one believed in them. Consistency is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the quiet repetition of showing up every single day, even when the excitement fades, even when the results seem distant. You can't build anything lasting if your effort depends on other people's approval. Validation feels good, but it's temporary. Self-belief is the fuel that keeps you moving when the noise stops. The grind requires you to become your own motivator, to trust your purpose even when others can't see it yet. Consistency is not glamorous. It's waking up early, staying focused, and committing to growth when distractions tempt you to quit. It's choosing discipline over desire, process over pleasure. Every act of consistency compounds into something powerful over time. The results may not appear immediately, but they are forming beneath the surface, preparing to reveal themselves in due time. The people who achieve greatness don't do it because they are more gifted, they do it because they refuse to stop. They understood that success is built one day, one decision, one effort at a time. When you choose consistency, you prove to the world that your determination is stronger than your circumstances. Self-belief is the foundation that keeps you grounded when the world doubts you. It's not arrogance, it's awareness of your potential. You must learn to silence the voices of doubt, both external and internal. People will not always see your vision, and that's okay. They weren't given your dream, you were. The more you rely on others to validate you, the more power you give them over your destiny. Confidence doesn't come from being praised, it comes from knowing who you are and what you're capable of. When you believe in yourself, every obstacle becomes a challenge instead of a threat. That belief gives you the courage to keep showing up, even when no one understands your journey. Consistency and self-belief work together like fire and oxygen. One fuels the other. When you believe in yourself, you remain consistent. When you stay consistent, your belief grows stronger. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. You begin to attract opportunities not because you're lucky, but because your energy matches your effort. People start to take notice not because you ask them to, but because your results speak louder than their opinions. The path of consistency is not always exciting, but it is always effective. Those who master it don't need to chase recognition, it comes to them naturally. Stop depending on external approval to measure your worth. Stop waiting for someone to tell you you're enough. You are enough, right now, as you are. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work, and keep believing that what you're building matters. Every small act of consistency, every moment of faith, every quiet step forward is shaping your destiny into something extraordinary. The grind is where potential transforms into purpose because potential alone means nothing without the discipline to develop it. Every person is born with gifts, but not everyone commits to the process required to refine them. The grind is that process. It's the place where dreams are tested, where vision is stretched, where the gap between who you are and who you're meant to be begins to close. You can talk about potential all day, but until you decide to put in the work, it remains dormant. Purpose is revealed when effort meets endurance. It's in the long nights, the quiet mornings, and the repetitive routines that you begin to see what you're truly capable of. The grind doesn't just build skill, it builds identity. It teaches you who you are when no one is watching and when no one cares. The grind demands sacrifice. It asks you to give up comfort for commitment, distraction for direction, instant gratification for long-term growth. Most people want results without resistance, but real transformation comes through pressure. The grind strips away everything that's superficial. It exposes your weaknesses and forces you to strengthen them. It's not punishment, it's preparation. Every challenge you face in the grind is shaping the strength you'll need to carry your purpose. The process may not be pretty, but it's powerful. What feels like struggle today is actually sculpting the version of you that can sustain success tomorrow. When you embrace the grind, you start to understand that potential is only the starting point. The real magic happens when you take that potential and put it through the furnace of discipline. That's where raw talent becomes refined ability. That's where wishful thinking turns into confident action. The grind is your classroom, your training ground, your proving place. It doesn't lie, it will show you exactly what you've built and where you need to grow. Some days you'll feel like quitting. Some days the results will seem invisible. But those are the moments when the grind is doing its deepest work. Growth is rarely seen in real time, it's revealed when consistency meets time. The grind also separates the committed from the curious. Everyone wants purpose, but only a few are willing to pay the price for it. Purpose is not discovered by accident, it's uncovered through persistence. It's found when you keep moving forward even when the motivation is gone. When you choose to stay disciplined despite the difficulty, you transform your potential into something tangible. Every drop of sweat, every failure, every moment of doubt, it all adds up to something far greater than the effort itself. The grind teaches you to value the process more than the prize because once you fall in love with the work, the results will follow naturally. You can't pray for purpose and avoid the process. You can't desire greatness and despise the grind. The grind is where your potential grows roots and becomes purpose. It's where vision becomes reality, and where ordinary effort transforms into extraordinary destiny. Action precedes motivation. Create your own momentum through effort because waiting to feel ready is the fastest way to stay stuck. Too many people sit on their dreams, waiting for inspiration to strike, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for a sign that it's time to move. But the truth is, motivation doesn't come first, movement does. Once you begin to act, even in small ways, energy starts to build. You start to see progress, and that progress creates motivation. The secret to success isn't in waiting for a feeling, it's in committing to action regardless of how you feel. Feelings are fleeting, but discipline is stable. When you choose to move despite doubt, fear, or fatigue, you awaken something powerful inside you. That momentum begins to carry forward. Action breaks hesitation. It silences overthinking and replaces fear with focus. Every small step forward chips away at resistance. The hardest part is always starting, but once you take that first step, the next one becomes easier. Movement creates clarity. You don't need to have the whole path figured out before you begin. Start with what you know, where you are, and with what you have. The rest unfolds along the way. Too many people waste years analyzing, planning, and preparing but never executing. Plans mean nothing without action. You can study, visualize, and talk about success endlessly, but until you act, you'll remain exactly where you are. Momentum is built by consistency, not intensity. You don't need to take giant leaps. Small, steady steps will create unstoppable force over time. The person who moves every day, even a little, will always outperform the one who waits for perfect conditions. Action turns uncertainty into understanding. It's in the doing that you learn what works, what doesn't, and who you are in the process. Motivation is unreliable because it's emotional, but momentum is dependable because it's behavioral. Once you build momentum through consistent effort, it begins to sustain itself. The process becomes part of your identity, and showing up becomes natural. Every great achiever learned that action creates opportunity. Doors open not for the most talented but for the most persistent. When you move, you attract possibilities that standing still could never reveal. Life rewards motion. Even failure in action is better than failure in hesitation because it teaches you something valuable. Every mistake holds a lesson that sharpens your next move. The key is not to wait for confidence before you act. Confidence comes from acting repeatedly until it becomes familiar. Action transforms fear into familiarity and potential into progress. So when you feel uninspired, move anyway. When you feel afraid, move anyway. When you don't know how it will work out, move anyway. Effort itself is energy, and that energy attracts direction. You don't need motivation to start. You need movement to create it. The more you act, the more you learn, and the more you grow. Action builds momentum. Momentum builds discipline, and discipline builds destiny.